y'all see Gene, I'm telling y'all, man, somebody better punch him in the face. Somebody better do something to him, man. He out here doing this, that, and we be like, all right.
Thank you, Roger Bonds, for putting it out there. It came to life for y'all. It came to life for y'all that this dude wanted me dead way before I came to YouTube. What he look like telling somebody to whoop my ass? He didn't tell him that. He wanted me in the dirt and was trying to rock me to sleep.
Gene Deal has been going from interview to interview, appearing on podcasts and live streams, sharing story after story about Diddy's darkest secrets. He keeps pulling back the curtain on the bad boy era, a side of it the public was never meant to hear about. But with every shocking detail he shares, Gene admits he is moving carefully. He acts like someone watching his back because he knows how much power Diddy has and how far he could go to silence someone. And the scary part is this. These fears are not just in Gene's head. Roger Bonds, who used to be Diddy's head of security, has come forward and admitted that he was once told to do the same thing. Go after people who cross Diddy. That does not just support Gene's story. It makes the whole situation far more frightening. This story is wild, dramatic, and deadly serious. When Roger Bonds, a man who once protected Diddy at the highest level, speaks out with a warning like this, it is not clout-chasing gossip. This is someone who lived inside that world, saw the darkness up close, and now believes the same tactics of intimidation, violence, and silence are being used against Gone Deal. The crazy part is that Gone is not trying to start beef. He is simply telling his truth and sharing what he witnessed during his years inside Bad Boy. But now, those truths could cost him his life.
I've been seeing this a lot online. How you feel about the people that say that you should be worried if Diddy get out?
What needs something to say, bro? I'm not gonna worry about somebody that I bodyguard. I'm not gonna worry about somebody that I bodyguard. And God knows I can bodyguard myself with his blessings. I can bodyguard myself with his blessings, bro. I'm not worried about that. Nothing beats an ambush, and I know that. But I'm not worried about his shit. People just need to talk about something. They want to have something to say, man. Oh, Gene got to be worried, so like that. So, shouldn't I have been worried when he was out here on the street? When he was out here on the street, I should have been worried. Yo, bro, August the 14th, 1999. High-speed chase in Harlem. You understand? How I didn't know that he didn't send nobody after me then. Cause niggas do that shit. They'll send somebody at you. I've seen dudes that do shit and they have Nick right there in the same clique and they didn't even know he did it. So how I know those 4 guys, 5 guns to my head wasn't sitting by him. When Roger Bonds come and say later that Diddy wanted something done to Gene Deal. How I know? That shit made the news.
So let's break this down, because what is happening here is bigger than just a few interviews. This is about Diddy's collapsing empire, the federal trial closing in on him, and former insiders like Roger Bonds and Gene Deal exposing secrets that were never meant to come out. The deeper you look, the more frightening it becomes. First, let's talk about who these people are. Roger Bonds is not just some random guy online. From 2003 to 2012, he served as Diddy's head of security for nearly a decade. He protected Diddy in clubs, at award shows, and behind the scenes. He handled situations most people will never experience. During that time, Roger witnessed how Diddy controlled his circle. He saw the power plays and the intimidation tactics up close. Eventually, it became too much. He walked away. Over the past few years, Roger has spoken more openly about what really happened during those years. When he speaks, people listen because he is not repeating rumors. He is speaking from first-hand experience.
So let me ask you a question. How long before you started working with him did you start to see like red flags and did you know like, damn, this is kind of crazy? Was it like immediate, or was it like he gained your trust and you started vibing and you started seeing shit? Or was it like off the rip you knew like, hey, something up with him?
Now enter Gene Deal. If you have been following this story, you already know his name has been everywhere lately. Gene is not an outsider. He was a former bodyguard who worked inside Bad Boy during its golden era, when Diddy was shaping the careers of legends like the notorious B.I.G. and many others who defined a generation of hip-hop. Gene was not just watching history. He was part of the system that kept everything running. He stood in the shadows at sold-out concerts, outside VIP rooms, and in hotel hallways where deals were made and secrets were hidden. Since walking away from Bad Boy, Gene Deal has been speaking openly about what life was really like once the glamour was stripped away. After Gene stepped down, his successor, Roger Bonds, later came forward and backed up parts of Gene's story with his own experiences. Many of Gene's claims match exactly with what Roger has already revealed, making them more than believable. They show Gene was telling the truth all along.
And listen here, I want to let this young lady know, and I know this is not the place for it, brother, but please allow me to say this to her, man. You know what I'm saying? I started this battle long time ago. And the situation is that, bruh, we already won. This was some spiritual that Pop, the spirit of Pop, the spirit of Big, the spirit of Miss Jones, the spirit of Wolf, all the people that he has done wrong, you know, so Black, all the people that he has done wrong, bruh, is coming to light. We already won this spiritual. What we going through right now with these trials and everybody, you know, with this financial situation and everything like that, all that is superficial. That's the physical part of it. The spiritual part of it was won because Big, Pac, Wolf Mother, all the people that he did wrong, bruh, you understand? They already won the battle where we were supposed to win it at. So now we just going through the physical part of it, man. And I want that girl to know, man, that she ain't gotta fear no man. She ain't gotta fear him, nobody else, man. Whenever she needs, you understand? Whenever she needs somebody to travel, to go with her, to make sure she all right, you know, I'm a phone call away, man. I'm a phone call away. And you know, go ahead with your questioning, man. I just had to get that out, man, because that girl touched a lot of people, man, because all she wanted to do was write music, make music, and show her talent and her love to the people, man. And then she got to feel this way, be fearful and scared of her life and stuff like that. Ma, I ain't scared of no man. You understand? I ain't scared of no man. Nobody that got to put their pants on the same way I do. Not at all.
And for the people that don't know who Tiffany Red is, that's Cassie's best friend.
That's one of Cassie's friends. She was writing a lot of music, and she said that she was writing music for her friends to get. Oh my God, man, come on.
Here is the key difference. Roger Bonds is calm, thoughtful, and careful in how he shares his experiences. Gon, on the other hand, is raw, unfiltered, and often fiery. He speaks with real emotion, not like someone reading a prepared statement, but like someone finally releasing years of bottled-up truth. That raw honesty has made his interviews go viral, but it has also put a huge target on his back. When you tell the story with passion, anger, and no filter, you become impossible to ignore. And for someone like Diddy, who built his empire on control, Gene Deal is not just inconvenient. He is dangerous.
Man, you know, a leopard don't change his spots, and Diddy been doing this real long time, bro. He been doing this for a long time. And now another artist, this artist didn't wait 10 years. You know what I'm saying? He didn't wait 20 years. You understand? He waited a year or two after he stopped working with him and saw he didn't get what he was supposed to get. And he said, yo, listen here, man. I'm putting in my claims right now because I'm going to show everybody what really happened, what really went down. It's crazy. When I was reading it, I read the whole thing. Shout out to Keisha in Kansas City. She sent me the whole documentation, bro. And you know, the whole court thing. And when I'm reading the stuff, you know, it sound from a lot of it sound familiar. You understand? And what I mean sound familiar, how he would get other girls and get girls to try to, you know, convince this guy, you know, or put him in a situation with other girls so he could do whatever he wanted to do with them. And it's just like the situation somewhat with Sarah and her girlfriend and him and John. You know what I'm saying? Bringing girls on to try to convince this other guy to be in a room with another naked man and all this other bull. Yo, it all sound familiar, man. I read the whole thing, man, and it was crazy.
And for the people that don't know what you're talking about, because the lawsuit is new, so, you know, some people still catching up with it. Little Rod, he alleges that, you know, Young Miami cousin tried to have him in front of Diddy.
Yeah, he went into the bathroom, and then she came into the bathroom and tried to, you know, throw herself on him. He didn't want to have nothing to do with her for whatever reason. And then when he came out the bathroom, she continued to try to do that and try to have, wanted him to have on Diddy and the rest of the people that was in there. You know, that's how they do, man. They try to use a girl that you might like, or you may think you might like, or they think you might like her or whatever, to convince you to lay down your guards with them. And he didn't.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. And you're not surprised by none of this, because you said that Ja Rule, they did this to him, right?
No, remember, and people got it confused when I said that Ja and him was in the room with two girls, with Sarah and Sarah's girlfriend. You understand? He was trying to get Ja to go at Jay-Z. So what he did was try to get another girl, you understand, to do something with Ja. I guess, I don't know, they in the room together. So when they in that thing, I know what he was planning on doing because I heard the conversation.